The kind girl saw her husband off in the morning but received a cold look. She did not complain and quietly went to the alley at the end of the street. She took out a nameplate and hung it on the door of the room. This was where she worked. The girl began to dress up and prepare to receive customers. Soon the first customer arrived. "Did Aunt Wang introduce you?" The man did not answer. He only asked how old she was. The girl whispered, 15. She tried to take off the customer's hat, but the man grabbed her arm. It was covered in bruises. They were likely left by other customers. The girl only applied some soot and said she was used to it. Then the customer applied medicine for her. Yunxiang was very grateful, because in this world, good people like him were rare. The customer only talked to her and asked about her background. It turned out Yunxiang's family was very poor. She said her husband worked hard every day to support the family. But the customer said she was lying, because earlier he saw her husband in the casino, a hopeless gambler. The customer revealed an uglier truth. He was introduced by her husband. Her husband said his wife was very beautiful. Tears filled Yunxiang's eyes. Her husband not only knew she sold her body but also encouraged it. But Yunxiang did not scold him. At night, she took out all her wedding jewelry to pay some of his debts. When her husband saw it, he promised to stop gambling and swore they could live happily again. But the next day, after he took all the jewelry and left, the customer from last night appeared again. He said, "Your husband won't return, because he sold you to the casino. This is the contract." The girl couldn't believe it and cried. She slipped and fell. At the same time, red spider lily buds grew around her. The customer then revealed the truth. The townspeople grew corrupt because of her, because she hosted the red spider lily in her heart. This flower only grew in kind people, but it made those around her wicked. The customer was actually Dinghua, a traveling monk. Dinghua and his group collected red spider lilies. They did this to save the world. They convinced good people to die to save the wicked. Yes, it was ridiculous. To save bad people, a good person had to die. Most hosts agreed to sacrifice themselves, because they were too kind. The heartbroken girl ran toward home. Red spider lilies bloomed behind her. Another monk tried to kill her, but Dinghua stopped him. The flowers were poisoning the town's wicked people. If not stopped, more would die. But Dinghua refused. At home, the girl held the flute her husband once gave her. In her other hand, she held an awl. She lay among the red spider lilies and ended her life. She remembered her husband's childhood promise. "Didn't you say if I blew this whistle, you'd return to me?" Before dying, she recalled the past. She and her husband grew up together. Her family wanted to sell her, so he carried her away. They depended on each other and vowed to stay together forever. The irony was, he once said he wouldn't let anyone sell her, but later he sold her himself. She hoped her sacrifice would restore his conscience. She blew the little flute. Then she turned into a red spider lily. This was the 12th flower Dinghua collected. He had convinced 11 good people before, but the world was too cruel. Why kill the good to save the wicked? Dinghua was heartbroken, but there was no other way. So the question remained, did the red spider lily make people greedy, or did human greed create the flower?